Welcome ladies and gents to Pyongyang here in North Korea, ahead of today's Asian Confederation Cup Interzone Playoff Semi-Final. Yes, it's another final that heads into a semi-final which then goes into yet another final. Now we are taking on Ryomyong in today's game, but without further ado, let's see how we've been getting on in our other games. Okay, so since last episode we've got two games to catch up on, both in the Malaysian Cup Group D, and well, as you can see, the first one finished 3-0. Unfortunately, we picked up an injury to Hanapi, yes, and it's quite a lengthy one if I remember quite rightly. We'll go over that in just a bit, but first of all, Ayimbala grabbed the goal 12 minutes in. We then got two more from Zamri in the second half on the 66th and 87th minute. I'm not going to take too long on here because as well as today's catch-up games and the notebook and our double fixture possibly, we also have some transfers to go over that I forgot to do in the prior episode. So without further ado, how do we get on in that second game? Okay, so the second game was a rather interesting game against ProTap, a team I was thinking of showing an episode against, possibly this one, possibly a future one. Unfortunately though, I'm not going to be able to show you ProTap away in the group because, well, quite frankly, we've got a lot of fixtures to go over. This was supposed to be the last episode of this series before I go away on holiday. What I am going to do though is cram in 3 more into the start of next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this is of course our game against ProTap at home. I was going to show the away fixture, but as you can see, this was a rather interesting game. Although we dominated on shots 25-5, ended up being 2-2. We originally missed a penalty through Cabrera. Honestly, it wasn't the worst shot, it was just not very hard. He just sort of floated one about 2/3 of the way across. Goalkeeper got across to it, pushed it around Raj, then got them a goal 10 minutes in. We then headed into the second half, a goal down. They made it 2-0 on the 66th minute, but after going 2-0 up, well, they it up as Thur grabbed one on the 75th minute and Ansri grabbed one on the 85th. But without further ado, let's have a little look at those transfers I forgot to do last episode. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to fly through these. As you can see, these two players are joining us next season basically. I decided I'm going to make this team great now and in the future. So grabbed a couple of 17-year-olds from other clubs, both from Selangor in fact. One is a defender, the other, well, both defenders kinda, who can also play in midfield. As you can see, Zuki is a centre back who can play in defensive mid and on the right hand side. I'll just hover over a couple of these stats. Don't know why it's not giving us anything but this one. Anyway, ball winning is only classed as 1 star, but as you can see, very good all round. Do need to worry a little bit about his aggression. They then also have Ali going forward, who is a central midfielder who can also go back to wing back on the right hand side, up to cam, and also play on the right hand side as a winger or a defensive winger. He's not too shabby. Ball winning midfielder is more likely what he'll get used for. Again, a very aggressive player though, so that is a little bit of a downside. In terms of players for right now though, also Salamat I decided to get rid of to Felder United on a free transfer. He was our third choice goalkeeper, if you don't remember who he was, so if you was wondering where on earth he went, that's where he went. He went to them on a free transfer. I just thought there's no point in leaving him on the books. He isn't worth sticking around. So as you can see, Khalid was our next transfer, 17,500 from Zembala. Again, I'm not going to hover on these too long. I will just show you on D-flying forward as well as poacher. There's a pretty solid striker. We can then head back. We also have Abdullah. Abdullah comes in for Kadir at 40 grand, the most expensive. 2.5 star at the moment, but 3, possibly 4 star going forward. He's a winger, a pretty solid one. On defensive wing, not so great, but I think is just an outright normal winger when they go back to the normal formation and not forced to use 3 at the back. He's going to be pretty good for them. We then have Omar. He gives them a bit more balance in that cam all the way. Cam? Yes. Central defensive mid. He can also play in centre back and in central midfield. A nice little central player. Does lack a little bit of composure on 5, but his other stats are okay. Arman though, he's the opposite. He plays up in the cam spot, and can go back to central midfield or up to striker. First touch, 16. He's got amazing control of the ball. He's Brazilian, 18 years of age, 2 star, 4, possibly 5 star going forward. So an 18-year-old they can develop, hold on for a long time. By the way, Omar was in for 27.5 and 41,500 for Ahmed. But without further ado, let's quickly head on over to the notebook. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a lot to get through, so I'm going to try and go through these as quickly as possible as well. Hanapi, of course, his injury, I previously mentioned that he is out for... Is he going to... Come on. There we go. 6 days to 3 weeks on his injury. Got a twisted ankle in the game against PDRM. We then have Mauricio. Mauricio is thinking about leaving. I had a chat to him. That was enough. He was happy with us having the chat, so I'm glad I did that one. But basically, he's missing home. He wants to go back to Brazil. We then have our money from that last episode. Last episode, we picked up 251 grand plus another 28,770 for winning that game. Lowry Eyes retirement as well, so he's heading out for retirement. And Hakim picked up an injury against PDRM as well. Only 2 to 3 days though for his. He only got... Okay, he's back now fit as well, so we don't have to worry about that injury. But without further ado, let's head on over. Let's play our first game here in North Korea. Okay, so it's almost time to kick off here in North Korea, but who on earth is in the other fixture? Well, it's Indian side Kerala versus Altain Asyr from Turkmenistan. So that is the other fixture. The winner of this, of course, is versing the winner of that one over in the final. But without further ado, who on earth is in our team? Well, it's a very good pitch condition here today in North Korea. 6,898 tickets have been sold out of the 30,000 capacity. Maybe a little bit better attendance. Breezy, 19 degreesy, and without further ado, we asked yesterday to go from positive to a balance. You know what, we'll do that just because I'm not quite sure how good they are. We'll apply the opposition instructions. They're expected to go for the OP4231. We'll find out whether they do exactly that. But our team today, as you can see, we do have a couple of injuries. So Mansour's out with an injury, Hanapi's out with his injury, Krasniki is still suspended. I believe that's only for a game, yes. Safari also out with a knock as well. But who is in the lineup? Well, Santa Claus is in goal. A backline of Lowry, Kalonda, Mauricio. Midfield is Asri, Hong Wan, Said Yadi, whose name always escapes my brain, Samara, and Agyakwa sitting behind Hakim and Zamri. Our bench consists of Malias, Eldstal, Corbin, Ong, Ishak, Musa, Suhaimi, and Tuck. But without further ado, let's have a little chitty chat with the lads. Okay, so with us not having any idea how good this side actually is, I think the best idea, bit of punch fist, get a bit of motivation into the lads. I know they've been struggling to shoot, but being assertive right now probably isn't the thing to do. Put a bit of pressure on them whilst they're already in North Korea, probably feeling pressure of, are we even going to get back out of here? We are going to be nice. We're going to punch a little bit of fist, get a bit of motivation into the lads. So I expect a good result from our first leg. Go out there and grab a win. I expect nothing but... No, come on, let's grab a win. A little bit of motivation. Hasn't really motivated anyone starting. It's, in fact, got Mauricio aggressive. Has got our backup goalkeeper and Tuck motivated, but no one else. Okay, so what formation are they? Okay, they are going for a classic 4-4-2. Their formation's even stuck in the past. We are, of course, going for our 3-4-1-2. We have 2 wins, a draw, a win, and a draw as our previous record. We are going to just pause it a second, though, whilst I set that to their formation so we can see how their players are getting on. We're going to keep an eye on that other fixture as well. And then, of course, we are going to head into the second leg later this episode. Now, speaking of other episodes, this, as I might have previously already mentioned, was supposed to be the last episode of this season. We have quite a lot to go through though. We still have some games in the Malaysian Cup. We also have some of these if we make it through to stages after this. So what's going to take priority is the Asian Confederation Cup and any matches in that. So if we keep progressing in this, we're going to show less of the Malaysian Cup games. If we get knocked out, say in this particular round, it's going to be the knockout rounds of the Malaysian Cup, providing we make it through those, of course. So we've got 3 episodes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the plan. It depends on obviously how well we're progressing through both of these tournaments, to which episodes I will be showing games from. Well, which games I'll be showing in episodes. Sorry, getting a little bit distracted by the creaking in the background, but just so you know where we're at, that is the plan I'm going to try and cram both of these tournaments into 3 more episodes. 3 action-packed episodes. Pak Yong Guang, though, going to whip it in near post. Adri nods it away. Guang whips another one in. Oh, Song gets onto it. Thankfully, Santa Claus is going to collect it. And can Santa do anything from the back? We're 32 minutes into this one. I've not really paid enough attention. I should really look at the statistics. See if we can push on a bit more in the second half, you know. Go positive. Try and push on and grab ourselves a goal. Mauricio, though, trying to play it down this right-hand side. Gets it to Samara. He plays it into Sayadi. Sayadi finds Agiakwa. Agiakwa turns, passes to Hakim. He's a little bit pressured. Maybe a ball over the top. He's going to go out wide to Samara. Inside to Saidi. Now, someone needs to get a ball through. Agiakwa, he's being pressured. Turns, passes to Zamri. Now it's time. Ball through. Now you've got support. Hakim, yes. Agiakwa, 1-2. Ball over the top. Okay, play it through instead. Hakim, nice opportunity. Oh, is it the post? Is it the post? It's cleared away. Oh, Asri intercepts it though. Nods it onto Hakim. He nods it back to Asri. Asri, get a good cross in here, my friend. You've got a good opportunity. Whips it in, but unfortunately he lets the defender get a block on it. And we're going to have to settle for a corner here on the 33rd minute. So Asri was going to go with this one. Whip it in. Back post. Oh, Zamri can't get onto it as Mauricio collects this now. Mauricio already on the yellow card. That's a little bit worrying. But nothing came of that one. So Jin Yam throws it in. Jong is going to play it back to Siguai. Jin Nam crossfield ball over to Myong. Myong keeps hold of possession here on this right hand side. Whips one in. Song Min. Galonda though gets onto it. Nods it away to Si Ging. Si Ging whips one in. Hong Guang. Hong Guang left hand side. Whips it in to Jong Hyok. And Jong Hyok. Jong Hyok, in fact, has just gone and got them an opening goal. So I guess we're going to have to go attacking. We're going to have to try and push on and try and bounce back. So we're already 1-0 down in this one. So, lads, I'm going to demand a bit more and I'm going to be assertive at half-time as well. We've had 1 shot in the entire half. We've got to do better than that. These might be a better team. But we've definitely got to do better than 1 singular shot all half. I don't care who we're playing. I don't care if we're playing Real Madrid at their finest or Manchester City. Just, you know, more than a shot. Anything more than a shot. Especially, it's not even like we're San Marinoing and sitting back. Like, more than a shot when we're attempting to move forward is what I would like. As you can see, 38% possession. We really need to do a whole lot more in this one. So, you know what? Assertively, we've not had enough opportunities, lads. You've got to make more opportunities in this game if we're going to have any chance of progressing through. Lowry on a 6-3. He's been rough in the past few episodes. I think, well, past few games, I should say. Past few episodes, I think he's been a bit hit and miss as well. But past few games, he's definitely been having a hard time of things for sure. So, you are going to come off. You know what? Mauricio's having a rough game as well. So, we're going to swap half our defense out, which could go awfully wrong, but we need to risk it. Saidi is going to come off. I think Suaimi, drop Agiakwa back, and that is the plan. So let's try and push on. Let's try and get ourselves an equaliser. If we can go back home with an equaliser, it might give us just a little bit of a chance to fight back in this tie. If we go 2-0 down, though, that could be rough. Cobanong nods it forward to Zamri. Zamri on the counter-attack. Maybe a ball over top to Hakim. Come on. Okay, he's going to keep running. He's going down the right-hand side. He is being pressured, though. Ball finally across. He goes all the way to the other side. Gets it to Asri. Asri does a good job to keep that in play. Can he make use of this battle possession, though? Whips it in back post. Hakim. Oh, Zamri! I thought he was going to go Hakim, but Zamri got himself back across. Nice build-up play. Unfortunately, though, it won't count. He was offside, and we will not even get to see whether he was. But Eldstout, throw it in. Samara, shot to Agiakwa. He gets it up to Zamri. Back to Agiakwa. Ball over the top, or through. Okay, Zamri gets onto the end of it. Zamri's got a great opportunity. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Defense is catching up. And it's straight at you, number 2. As Yong gets the position. Okay, the other game's 0-0, by the way. 0-0 in that one. We are looking for an equaliser, though. Asri throws it into Suhaimi. Suhaimi gets it back. Oh, ball across. Come on. Nice one, Hakim. He was... Oh, Hakim. has just saved the day. You know what? We're dropping back to cautious. We are pausing things right here. I'm going to burn as much clock as humanly possible. Let's get out of here with a draw. Time waste. Let's just go. We're going to be cautious. We're going to keep hold of the ball. We're just going to take the draw. We're going to be happy with our point, especially considering we've only had 2 shots on target this entire game. If we can get away with a draw, that'd be magical going into that second leg. So Yong Wan, where's he going to go with this one? Inside to C guy. Now Hongbin. Hongbin gets one through to Myong. Myong has got, oh my goodness. Joe Kwang Myong has just gone and grabbed them a goal. And now I'm just going to have to undo everything that I just set up. Okay, so time wasting off. Not cautious mentality, attacking mentality. We need to go and try and grab a second one. I wonder if away goal rule applies. I wonder. Can we grab ourselves a second one? Probably not. No. So it's a 2-1 loss in this one. As you can see, Zamri, actually quite a few players struggled in this one, to be fair. Goalkeeper, not too bad, even though he conceded a couple of goals. All 3 substituted players played bad. We had Corbin came on, he had a rough time. Hong Wan had a rough time, Samara did, so did Su Haimi, and so did Zamri. Zamri had a few opportunities to get us goals in this one, but unfortunately he didn't. So I'm going to play our group game in between these 2 matches, come back, tell you how that one went, and then we'll crack on with the second leg. Okay, so as you can see, this is our catch-up game from between the 2 games, and well, it went rough. It felt rough. It was our backup team, admittedly. We even had to use Malias in goal because of our foreign player limit. And well, there was a couple of players, as you can see, our front 3 stood out rather well. We just struggled, really did struggle in this one. 7 on target from 14. They didn't do much better. 2 on target from 6, but they managed to put one of them in the back of the net. 1 in 5 minutes, in fact, which put the pressure on us. Thankfully, Tuck did grab one just into the second half. 2 minutes into the second half, in fact. And well, Hadji tried to help us out, got them down to 10 men, but unfortunately was just unable to capitalise. But without further ado, let's crack on with our second leg of the Asian Confederation Cup. And so, ladies and gents, it is finally time to crack on with our second leg. As you can see, the other game, the Turkmenistan side, has actually managed to find themselves in a 1-0 lead heading home. Unfortunately, though, we are 2-1 down in our home tie, but let's head on inside. Let's see who is going to be playing here today. Opposition instructions, we are going to apply those. Dropping from a positive to a balanced mentality when we're already losing, not going to do that. Good pitch condition, 14,086 tickets have been sold out of the 40,000 capacity here. It's a breezy 26 degrees, and our team for today is Santa Claus in goal, a backline of Laudry, Kalonda and Mauricio. Our midfield is Asri, Hongwan, Krasniki and Samara, with Agyakwa sitting behind Hakim and Zamri. A bench consisting of Malias, Elstal, Corbin, Ong, Say, Yadi, Safari, Ishak and Tuck. But without further ado, let's submit the team and let's go have that chitty chat. Okay, so last time out we tried to be nice. This time we're going to be rather assertive with the lads, so we're going to point a finger, and we owe them after last time. Go out there and get revenge. And it's gone down pretty well. I'm glad. I'm glad to see it's gone down well. As you can see, our recent form's a bit rough. A draw, a win, a draw, a loss, and a draw. We are going to head on out to kick off. We're not going to stay on there too long. As you can see, they're sticking with their 4-4-2, the good old classic Agyakwa, though. Whips in a corner for us, nice and early. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper just going to come out and collect it here on the 5th minute. And he's probably going to go for a Route 1 kick. He is. Is it going to work out for them, though? No, because it's going to go straight down to Hong Wan. In fact, there's a couple of players there who could have collected it. It's now played up. Hakim. Hakim maybe a ball over the top. No, he's going to play over to Zamri. Well, Agyakwa does indeed. Krasniki ball over the top to Hakim. Oh, he gets onto the end, but he kicks it wide. Get it on target at least, my friend. That was a poor attempt. A rather poor. Great build-up. Unfortunately, though, the attempt was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. But Chol Song is going to hoof it upfield yet again. Kalanda is going to collect it. Kalanda plays it over to Mauricio. Mauricio finds Krasniki. Now Krasniki can get a ball over the top to one of our strikers. He gets it through to Zamri. Zamri's got support in the middle if he wishes to just whip on across. Instead he pulls it back for Samara. Samara on this right hand side whips it and Agyakwa can get onto the end. Come on Agyakwa! Agyakwa, 14th goal of the season, but that's possibly the biggest one he scored all season. Come on Aggie. Good one, Aggie. Pulled a goal back in this one. Now, can we get a second and our third of the tie? As you can see, the Turkmenistan side is currently 2-0 up. So, the victor of this looks like they're probably going to verse them. Zamri back to Krasniki. Krasniki is going to go back to Kalonda. I believe it's only a singular leg in that one, though. So, it's probably at a neutral venue. So we're probably not going to Turkmenistan if we do make it through, which is a little sad. I would have liked to have a little trip to Turkmenistan for our next round, but hey. Plus, we're not even guaranteed to make it through yet. It's 2-2. I'm not sure if away goals apply. If away goals apply, great. But if not, we're still 2-2. We still need to play some extra time and possibly penalties. So let's get ourselves third goal before we start looking at the Turkmenistan side. Krasniki in possession here. Can he break through the defence? He gets to Agyakwa. He tries to pass one forward. Fortunately, they gives it away to their centre-back. Now, Jin Nam on this left-hand side plays it inside to Seaguy. Seaguy tries to get one through. Lovely interception by Mauricio, though. Samara gets it to Krasniki now. Goes back to Mauricio. We're just going to hold on to possession. That's nice. Over to Kalonda. No point in just trying to rush things. Kalonda up to Krasniki. He finds Agyakwa. Turn passes to Higim. Yes. Ball through to Zamri. Yes. Come on. Come on, Zamri. Make use of this opportunity. Ooh. Also a nice save out of the goalkeeper. To be fair, he was being pressured by their centre-back chasing back. He probably could have squeezed it between the goalkeeper and the defender chasing back on the right-hand side, but I think his effort wasn't too bad. Corner whipped in though. Rehun is going to clear it away. And that is the end of that, ladies and gents. So, as you can see, we have been rather dominating in this one. It's flipped on its head. They dominated us at their place, and it looks like we are now dominating them at home. Myong, though, plays it up to Song Min. Song Min turns. What on earth was that? I swear. No! Sir, who is this? Azri! What are you doing, Azri? Please don't score from this. Azri had all the time in the world to just run and get that ball. Instead, he leaves it. And this. This happens. This happens all because of you, Azri. But it's offside. Thankfully. Thankfully offside. Azri, you've just had your bacon saved by this guy deciding he's going to wander offside, because all of that wouldn't have happened if you just went, got the ball, held on to it, played it back to one of our defenders, and we could have just built up slowly again. That was some pressure we really didn't need. But let's head into the dressing room. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of better, lads. Especially you, Mr. Ahmad Daniel Ahmad Azri, with the longest name humanly possible. You, my friend, can do better. Thankfully, a big touch, and he will intercept it and play it back to Lowry here just into the second half. Ball up to Hikim. Now back to Hong Wan. This be a great time to stab in a second goal. Now Agyakwa up to Zamri even. Gets it across to Hakim. Hakim, ball through to Agyakwa. Ball through to Zamri. Great build-up play. Can Zamri score? Oh, it's just wide. Just a wee bit. I know I keep doing it. It's in the back of my head. I don't know why wee bit is always in the back of my head, but the Turkmenistan side is currently 3-0 up now in their game. Agyakwa with the corner though. Right hand side, whips it in. Oh, no one gets onto the end of it. Goalkeeper yet again just comes out, collects it rather comfortably, and he's probably going for a route one kick yet again. He is. This time, is anyone onto it? No. No, we literally had 4 people just standing in a square waiting for it to drop. Now, ball over to Azri. Azri will play it back to Hong Wan. Hong Wan, where's he going to go with this? Over to Laura. Laura, back to Kalonda. Kalonda's going to hold it up nicely in centre. Over to Laura. Just slowly building up from the back. Agyakwa now finds Hakim. Maybe a ball over the top. Ball through to Agyakwa, maybe a ball through to Zamri. A little bit early, my friend. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. No, you got support. Zamri, you greedy. He hit the post. But we could have put them under way more pressure if he just played it to Agyakwa. We had him and Agyakwa either side of a single defender, and they could have just got him to go to the wrong man and then broken completely through. Instead, he let the man chase him, put him under a bit of pressure, and he meant he hit the post. Right, so our team is playing pretty good. Lowry again struggling though. So Lowry, you're going off. You are struggling, we're going to get you off. We are going to hold on to our next substitute for just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit more. Kerala has pulled a goal back though in the other leg. I don't think that's going to really matter too much. Now Agyakwa is shattered. He has a goal though. So with Kalonda, he's a little bit tired. What's the plan here? It's 1-0. Are we going pens? Are we going pens? That's the question. Let's have a little look at our penalty takers. So, Tuck is good. I've taken off Lowry, who is good at penalties, So, Tuck can come on, and he could come on for, I guess, Zamri? Tuck for Zamri would be a good one if it is going to get a penalties. I'm not sure if we've got additional time first. If we have, that might not be the greatest of subs. But I'm also not going to go look at the rulebook right now to figure out which one it is. So, Hong Wan struggles as well. Is there anyone we can bring on for Hong Wan? Sadie, 10 composure, 4. Hong Wan is 9, 2. So yeah, I guess we could go Wang. We could go you for Wang. You for Zamri. Is this... Yeah, I think that's what we do. We bring on both of those. If we do require penalties, then it's them two. They're going to be much better at it. As you can see, 3 injuries for them, by the way, as well as that disallowed goal. It's going to be rough for them. Very rough. Ball whipped up, nodded away though. Mauricio will collect this. Just grab a goal now. Let's just grab one now. 6 additional minutes. Let's just grab one now. Don't have to worry about any additional time or penalties or whatever it's going to go to. Just score now. Score in normal time. Hack him. Turn. Pass to Asri. Asri now on this left-hand side. Pulls it back. Agyakwa. Up to him. Gets one across to Tuck. Oh, the Tuck shot. Unfortunately, a rather soft shot in the end. May as well just pass it to the goalkeeper, who's going to root one it yet again. This time, Kalonda gets onto the end of it, nods it over to Samara. Now, Tuck back to Krasniki. Ball over the top. Agyakwa's got a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Can he make use of it? Come on, Aggie! Agyakwa. That goal earlier on was beautiful. That shot, not so much. You might be getting a little tired, admittedly, but... Need a good corner from you here now, please. Come on, Aggie. Come on, Aggie. Good cross. Whip it in. Front post. Kalonda! Of all the people. Our centre-back, Kalonda, who's shattered, by the way, hasn't scored a goal all season. He's the one who grabs it as a second. All right. I'll take it. I shall take it, and we'll definitely be having another look at that one. Look at that. Kalonda comes up at the near post, nods it into the far post. Ladies and gents, I think we're going through to this. That Turkmenistan side. Okay. That's one way to make it through. A 9.7 rating from Kalonda and a goal. Assist and a goal for Agyakwa too. But I thank you, fine ladies and gents, for joining us in this one. Like I said, not quite sure where we're going next, partly because I don't know where these fixtures fall for the Asian Confederation Cup. So, I thank you all for joining us. Hopefully you join us for the 2 or 3 episodes next week, depending on how many games we get through. But again, I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have had a lovely week so far. Hope you all have a lovely weekend, and goodbye.